Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Rox, and I'm telling you what, if I ain't already told y'all I was gonna do this damn video, I sure wouldn't do it today because Roxanne is not in a good mood. It's just like, I don't know. I mean, I do kind of know what it is, but whatever. Skin is fucked up. I was having like breakouts and everything. I didn't really know what the issue was. Went to the dermatologist, so they put me on Retin-A. Well, I've been on Retin-A before, and it really does work well. However, there's like a 3-week period of your skin purging, so the shit breaks out. It is a fucking mess. Very annoying. So if any of y'all bump into me on the street, just know we getting it together. There's just a 3-week period of fucked upness, and I'm like right at the end of the first week. So I'm just not feeling at my best. So I'm hoping that I'll be in a better mood after I do this video, because I'm actually kind of, want to talk about these few shows that I've been watching. So anyway, y'all just excuse if I got like a foul look on my face. I probably shouldn't be doing no video when I'm in a bad mood, huh? But I gotta stay on schedule. Gotta stick to it. This is that old stick to itness that your parents always used to tell you about back in the day when you didn't feel like doing shit. So this is how we gonna do it. Every week I'm gonna do a video called Reality Recap. Well, actually, I don't even know if I'm gonna keep it called Reality Recap. Well, we'll see. You guys, maybe y'all can help me with a name, because I'm trying to decide if I'm just gonna do reality shows or talk about some scripted shows. Today I want to talk about reality and scripted, because a lot of shit is going on this week that I feel like I want to have something to say about. Maybe you guys can, like, if you got some suggestions, leave it in the comment box. Opinion Avenue, that's one of my viewers, and he also has his own channel. He is the one who came up with Roxicology. Y'all don't get started about that Roxicology. Y'all want to help me pick out a name for this video. Like I said, it's probably just going to be a reality shows, maybe some scripted shows sometime. Just help me out, okay? So, but the shows we're going to talk about today is going to be Chrissy and Mr. Jones, Tamar and Vince. I did have a chance to catch up on R&B Divas. And then I want to talk about the scripted shows, which would be Scandal, which I just love, and Revenge. So, let's get to it. So y'all know how much I love and Hip Hop ATL, and you guys also probably know, those of you guys who've been watching me for a long time know that I did not review Love and Hip Hop, the original one. I guess that's Love and Hip Hop New York, and everybody had been trying to tell me to review it, but at the time I was reviewing not Basketball Wives, Braxton Family Values, and Real Housewives of Atlanta. They were all on at the same time, and it's just, I wasn't adding another show. And every week somebody would tell me I should watch it, and I was gonna regret it. And you guys were absolutely right. I really did wish I would have reviewed that show. That was definitely a good show to review. And I do kind of regret not doing it. I didn't even really watch the show. I mean, I watched it enough every now and then to kind of know everybody's storyline, but any further than that, I didn't really watch it. So I couldn't really jump in the middle, because I didn't really know who was the good guy, who was the bad guy, who was tripping. Like, one week I would think that Yandy was tripping, and everybody would tell me no, she wasn't, or it was Chrissy, like that. So I just was like, I'm just not gonna do this show. When it picks back up, I think I am gonna do it, because it looks like they're gonna have mostly new cast. But anyway, now that Chrissy and Mr. Jones and branched off of the Love and Hip Hop franchise, and they got their own show, I decided that I would watch it, because I do know their story. We all know their story. I did watch it, and I actually think that it's going to be a good show to review. I still don't know if I'm going to review it regularly. It'll be added into this reality recap probably pretty regularly, but the show is pretty good. It looks like it's going to be entertaining. Now, if you can deal with Chrissy's overbearing, whiny, kind of frustrated self, and Jim Jones, like, weeded out, not really caring, henpecked, he don't really even pay Chrissy much attention. If you can deal with all that, the same shit that went on the show, okay, well, we on it, just at a different level on this show. The show has the same format. I've been going back and forth trying to figure out if Mona is the producer or not, because I'm telling you, the format of the show is glossy. It looks like a video, just the same way that Love and Hip Hop ATL and Love and Hip Hop was filmed. I've always thought that the cinematography of that show, if y'all feel like me getting all into all of that, but I always thought it was really, really, it just reminded me of a music video, the angles that they use and the way the filming is and all of that. This show is very similar. The whole thing with Jim and Chrissy is she now is with him. They're engaged and everything, and now she's having second thoughts. Chrissy is getting, increasingly frustrated with Jim Jones, and that was evidenced in the little scene when, they're packing and she's crying, telling him that his stuff is in there too and why he's not helping. They have to move in a couple of days. And he just looking at her like, so you should have had somebody else help you. She's like, this is your shit too. That right there ought to let you know that there's something really wrong with what's going on with the two of them. A lot of people are frustrated, I think, when I look at different blogs talking about the show and everything. People are frustrated that she went through all of that to try to get Jim Jones to ask her to marry him, and now all of a sudden she's not sure. But I'm going to tell you guys something. There is something to be said for a person that gains some independence, a person that gains some really some financial stability. When Chrissy and Jim Jones first got together, and he was with Dipset and he was big, and he was doing whatever he was doing and making the money and everything, I'm sure that was like she wanted to attach herself to him because he had it going on. Okay, well now we gonna kind of reverse we're gonna reverse what's going on with the two of them. He is no longer really the breadwinner. I mean, even though they would like you to think that. I mean, maybe he is. I don't really know. But from what I can see, it really looks like Chrissy is now being able to gain some of her own financial freedom. And I'm telling you, when a woman is able to take care of themselves and really have, like, now they have access to, things that they didn't have access to before without the help of somebody else, it makes you have a different perspective. And I really think that that's where Chrissy is. I think that she knows now that she don't really need Jim. Okay, she don't really need him the way she always thought that she would. I mean, I know she loves him, and I really do think that he loves her too, but I really don't think Jim is still ready to get married. And I think that's why, one of my viewers did mention that, them moving back with Mama Jones. You guys know that Chrissy and Mama Jones don't get along. They do the best when they are not really together. And that right there is just going to spell a disaster for that relationship. So that's the gist of that show. I'm going to enjoy watching this show because I just want to see what these two are going to end up going through before, I really think that she gonna come to the conclusion that she don't really need to be with Jim no more. What y'all think? Generalities. Mama Jones. Yeah, I was looking at Mama Jones and I was like, okay, she's not really no bad looking woman. I always thought that, she was kind of like the old cracked out. But she not. She just sounds like she cracked out.
When she talks, everything is like this. Get the hell out of my house when she had the bat.
And when she was trying to hit the guy, the guy that was there, who is he? Like, y'all see, I don't really know all the people on the show. He looked like a cartoon character to me. Like, every time he was talking, his face was kind of like, he looked like he wanted to bust out laughing or something. I was like, who the fuck is this? But Mama Jones, like I said, she's a pretty woman, actually. She's just real tiny and,
kind of ratchet.
She sound like Uncle Dope. Y'all ever seen that comedian that talk about Uncle Dope, how he's saying that all crackheads sound alike? Dope heads all got that same sound. Y'all YouTube him. He died, but he is hilarious. You guys gotta look him up. But anyway, Jim Jones, like, something about him. When he got his hair cut when he was on Love and Hip Hop ATL, I was like, oh, okay, he's a good looking guy. What is it? I mean, he is fucking look like is he high all the time? Or does that just how he looks? Something about him. He just looked dirty. He looked like he stink. And then Chrissy, y'all, now I ain't never been a finger wave kind of girl. That ain't really my look. Freezes and all that never did well for your girl. I love her big bouffanty, Jimmy Neutron coif, whatever it is, that big puff at the top. Y'all, I just love it. I love it. I think it is beautiful. Like, she has like the prettiest, thickest, nicest hair. And it looks nice to me like that. I hope that she keeps that up. But she has like that kind of face. So she can do a lot of different things, don't y'all think? We got Emily on there. And I don't know if I guess Emily is going to be like a kind of like a guest person every now and then. And I really want to know what's going on with Emily and Fab. But anyway, y'all. So that's it about that show. I am going, like I said, I'm going to talk about it in my reality recaps. You guys leave comments below about what you think about the show. I used to watch Braxton Family Values faithfully. And I reviewed both seasons and even though I only did a little bit of the 2.5, really that didn't count to me, but I did watch the show, so I do know Tamar and Vince's personalities. So their show actually to me is good too. I actually think it's better than Braxton Family Values. I really don't think that Braxton Family Values has to come back on ever again. I don't really care about nothing that happens to anybody on that show. They could just do a couple of guest appearances on this show and I'd be fine. I was really wondering how it was going to work out for Tamar because I always felt like she needed to have somebody to bounce off of, like her sisters to bounce off of. You know how she can be extra. Even though she goes off on Vince and everything and they have their little back and forth, you know, it can get tiresome afterwards. But it actually is not too bad on the show because she's got a lot of other things going on. And then they also added this other couple. Can't think of the names, y'all, I'm sorry. The other couple I think are good little additions to the show because it's just not always just Tamar, because really the show focuses on Tamar and then Vince is like the supporting character, supporting husband or whatever. First of all, let me just say that these two are definitely paid. Now we ain't talking about no just for play. They really got some money, okay? This ain't like how Nene, you know, when Real Housewives of Atlanta came on and the show's producers put them up in a house because their house wasn't, you know, Real Housewives franchise worthy. No, that's not Tamar and Vince. This is the real deal. That house that they have is beautiful and it is big and it's in LA. And y'all, in Atlanta, that house in Atlanta would only have been a few $1 million. That house in LA, I can just imagine how the hell much it was. So yeah, they doing the damn thing, not mad at all. Tamar is her regular self on the show. Like I said, she's extra, she's doing the most, but it works. You know, she's got a lot of stuff that she's trying to do besides trying to get her album off the ground. And, you know, she has her little t-shirts, her getyourlife.com and all that stuff, t-shirts. And she's just doing a lot of things. I saw her hosting on Anderson Cooper's show. She's got like some web show that she's doing on this show. And, you know, she's traveling around and she's talking and, you know, she's just doing a lot. So they have enough going on that I think that they can carry a show. Vince is always going to be busy because Vince has his real life job. So I think they're going to be all right. So the first episode was really just them kind of talking about them being in LA, kind of introduced us to their friends that are on the show and so forth and so on. On the second episode, which aired last night, we kind of got a little bit more of what was going on with them. So like I said, you know, Tamar's doing all these different things. The show kind of winds up with them being in New Orleans at the Essence Festival. Now, while they're down there in New Orleans and they're being interviewed mostly about their relationship, how much they love each other and, you know, how long they've been together and how it works and all that. And let me just kind of say as a sidebar, I've been getting a lot of emails and comments of people talking about their relationship and how they think that she's pushing him away and, you know, she's not really with him for the right reasons and she's using him and all of that. But let me just kind of tell you guys what I think. I think that Tamar and Vince have a real relationship. I think that that is for the show, okay? That is for the success of the show. You guys, we used to see how Tamar would fly off the handle on Braxton Family Values and how Vince would go off on her and put her back in her place. That is what people want to see between the two of them, and they know it. They know it because Tamar does it. You know, Vince don't really pay her too much attention. You know, yeah, he gets annoyed and everything, but I think that deep down inside that they know that they know that all this is really for the cameras. And I really don't think that there's anything, I don't think that their relationship is really in jeopardy or anything like that. There's all this talk about her being a real pretty woman and she's with Vince and he's so humongous and all of that. And I mean, you know, it's what? Everybody that's big ain't gonna have no big wife or husband, okay? Sometimes big wives and big husbands have small wives and small husbands. I mean, it's not, you know, you guys, I mean, I'm not going to say that she's just with Vince because he got some money. But I'm going to tell you what. A ugly motherfucker will get a whole much better looking when they got some fucking money. And not that Vince is bad looking. Yeah, Vince is very big. But y'all be surprised with what you can deal with when you okay, as a matter of fact, having a whole lot of money is in direct proportion to how better looking somebody gets, okay? I'm sure that she would want him to be smaller and being in shape and, you know, all of that. But, yeah, I'm sure that she's also happy with the way he can take care of her and the things that he can do for her. And you guys, as shallow as that sounds, sometimes it's a direct trade-off, okay? I'm not saying, I still don't think that she doesn't love him. I think that she loves him. I think that he loves her. I think that their relationship is genuine enough, okay? Really, when it boils down to it, Vince ain't taking too much of that bullshit. Now he is definitely going to cut it after a while, and Tamar 100% listens to when he cuts it. I mean, she can go off, the deep end and everything, but it gets to a point where she knows how to reel it back in. And so that's why I don't really think that. I just think that they like to let us think that so that people will continue to tune in and, watch the train wreck. But it ain't really like that. It's not. The generalities of this show. I think that Tamar looks great. Okay, you guys remember how much of a fucking mess she was when Braxton Family Values first started. Remember the blonde Barbie doll, silky hair and all this. I mean, she got that hair together. She got them clothes together. She got that makeup together. She is looking really good. Even Vince. Vince is a big guy, but Vince looks nice. I think that when big guys know how to dress, put their clothes on together, I mean, especially when you big, it's so easy to look sloppy. It's important for you to really pick your clothes out right, and I think Vince does a good job of doing that. The Get Your Life song, y'all, it was okay, but to me, it was sort of like gimmicky, like Get Your Life. Y'all, I mean, how long are we gonna be saying that? Y'all remember the whole .com, .org, all of that? Just imagine if she would have made a song with that in it. It's dated. Nobody says .com and .org anymore, so it would sound stupid right now. As a matter of fact, go on back and listen to LOL Smiley Face with Trey Songz, and you would know exactly what I'm talking about. Shawty send a quick pic, say she wanna get this. LOL Smiley Face, LOL Smiley Face. That shit is stupid. You gotta be careful with gimmicky songs, and y'all see how she was all over getting that song out. It was the bomb, and it was making her bop her head, and everybody was like, that's hot, and it's gotta come out, and all of that. And then she went back in and listened to it again and realized that she didn't like the bullshit. So that right there lets you know that Vince knows what he's talking about, and I think she knows it. I think that Vince is not going to ever put anything of hers out until it's totally ready, and I think she knows that too. She can put up all the fuss and fight she wants. Vince ain't moving until he's ready, till he thinks it's ready, and I think it's good that she has him in her corner. And she ain't put out no bullshit about Get Your Life, because we ain't going to be saying Get Your Life for much longer. And because I am all for women who are entrepreneurs, I'm not going to say nothing about Toya's store in New Orleans. I ain't going to say nothing. I wish that at least we can get some pre-printed signs that said Tamar's Get Your Life t-shirts for sale. Because all that handwritten shit was ratchet. Y'all know it. Alright, you guys, R&B Divas, this is a show that I regret not reviewing. I know a lot of people was asking me, was I going to review the show? And I kept on saying, no. Because them girls never was exciting to me back in the day. I had all their CDs and none of them, I didn't really care. Not one day did I sit around and be like, I wonder what the hell Monifa doing. Even though I really did like all of them as singers back in the day, especially Faith. Faith is my girl. I can listen to Faith anytime. Never even watched the show until this past week, and I watched like 4 or 5 shows, kind of like a marathon, and I was like, you know what, this show is pretty good. I wish I would have gave it a chance. Faith on this show, to me, she still don't really have much of a personality. She don't really add too much to the cast. I think she's there for the draw. We think of Faith, and she's the most known, so that's probably who attracted everybody to the show. Selena, I'm telling you, that Selena, I have her album, and I'm telling you, that bitch got that old grit, thick, old lady grit at church in her voice, and I used to love listening to her sing. Not too many people have that kind of voice. And I like Selena. Selena is down to earth on the show, and she just kind of reminds me of somebody who I would know, somebody I would hang out with. She seems cool enough to me. But really, the people on the show that I like the most, that I didn't think I was gonna like the most, was Monifa and Kiki Wyatt. Now, Monifa used to have the bad fucking hairdos back in the day. Oh my God, you guys remember that CD that she had when it folded out and it was like her whole body, she was looking to the side like this and her hair was cut? I got my hair cut exactly like that back in the day. You couldn't tell me nothing. I had that shit dyed like a bright ass fucking red. I'm talking about red like my lips. It was doing too much. But you couldn't tell me nothing back in the day. I like Monifa. I think that Monifa needed this show the most. And I'm not meaning it by like financially, but I'm just meaning that Monifa looked like she's the one that's going through the most changes. I know she has had drug and alcohol issues and, issues with her daughter, not being the best parent. And I think that she appreciates this journey of this show the most. It just kind of seems like she is the one who is really being affected and really enjoying the changes that she's going through and really reaping the benefits of the show. And you know, it just seems like it's happening for her, and I'm happy for her. Now, Keke Wyatt, I thought I was going to be sick of her, because when I first started watching the show, I was just like, oh, girl, you and your man always with you. Who takes their man with them everywhere? What group of women want to be around, you know, one of their girlfriends and their fucking man is with them all the damn time? I'd have been like, she can't come. And then what man don't try to control that and be like, baby, I'm not going with you today? So it's like all of that was getting on my nerves at first, but then, you guys, I just started to kind of pay attention that she is very, very insecure. And when she was crying on that episode, talking about how she doesn't know how to be without him, you guys, that did a little something to Rocky heart. When a woman, you know, doesn't see any of her own value and feels like she has to have their man with them all the time, you know, to even validate themselves, and that I feel so sorry for her. And this last episode that I watched last night, when she said she was going to get some help, I was just glad. And that also made me feel like this show is helping her too, because, you know, she probably wouldn't have realized that had Monifa not mentioned something to her about it. And, you know, everybody, you know, because it looks like people are kind of afraid of her. I mean, she is a live wire. She could benefit from some therapy. Hell, we all can. Shit. I have grown to really like Keke Wyatt. And even with what she's going through, I think that maybe she is going to eventually, you know, do something about her insecurities. Now, that Keke Wyatt can fucking sing. She got like a Faith voice, but way stronger. I'm telling you, that Keke Wyatt, when she was singing, I was like, girl, if you bets to sing that damn song, I'm telling you, that song is one of them ones that make you get the ugly face like. But yeah, so yeah, all them, I'm fine with them. But Nikki, now I need you guys to help me with Nikki. I don't know why I don't like Nikki. I don't think Nikki has done anything really to make me think that she's all that horrible. Something about her just rubs me the wrong way. She's kind of diva-ish. I don't know if it's because she has like a chip on her shoulder, because, you know, she's been kind of jaded by the music community, and you know, she's not really in the music industry anymore, and she's got such bad memories of the music industry. So like, does she have like a chip on her shoulder? That was another heifer that could sing, and she can still sing. And you know, so I don't know why I don't like Nikki. This last episode, when she when the guy was trying to get her to write the song, now I did understand what she was saying when she was just like, I'm just not used to writing in a group like this. Like I you know, I need to be able to think, sit down. Shit don't just flow for me like that. And you know, I have to have notes when I do my videos. Shit don't flow for me. I would sit here all day rambling if I didn't. So I have my notes right here. Y'all see? So I understood what she was saying, but everything was getting so funky. He was like, I'm disappointed in you, which kind of did get on my nerves a little bit too, because you can't just keep saying I'm disappointed in you. You're not my fucking mama and daddy. I don't give a fuck you disappointed or not. Fuck you. I think that them two was just really rubbing each other the wrong way. But something about Nikki, I just think that Nikki has a chip on her shoulder. And instead of her just saying what it is, she gets like an attitude. And, you know, she's not real clear about her feelings. You know, nobody knows where she's coming from half the time. Just like, I don't really know. But anyway, you guys leave your comments below about that show. Did you guys feel that Nikki was tripping? Or did you feel like he was tripping? Do you think it was a little bit of both of them? I really don't think she wants to do that album. I don't think she wants to be a part of that album, and I think she's feeling forced into it. Yeah, we're going to talk more and more about R&B Divas. The show might almost probably over. I think it's been 6 episodes or something. But anyway, leave your comments. Alright, you guys, so for the scripted shows real fast, Scandal. If any of you guys don't watch Scandal, something's wrong with you, okay? I know we so wrapped up in reality shows, but scripted shows, when they are written correctly, they can really do something for you. Honey, Scandal is one of them damn shows. So Shonda Rhimes is the creator of the show. She's the one that is the creator of Private Practice, Grey's Anatomy, Black Woman, doing the damn thing. You guys, Scandal is so good. Yesterday was the first episode of the second season, and I can't go all into detail about the first season. You guys really need to try to get on Hulu or somewhere and catch up on that first season. I think it's only like 6 or 7 episodes, and then y'all come on and join in on this second season. The reason why I think this show is so wonderful, and let me get technical on you guys, the writer in me loves the fact that there's always 3 storylines that's kind of running concurrently throughout the whole season. Basically, the main storyline that we all know is the fact that Olivia, who's played by Kerry Washington, and Fitz, who's the president of the United States, have had a relationship. They've had an affair, and they're in love with each other. You guys, when they look at each other, I'm telling you, when Fitz looks at Olivia, oh, I'm telling you, that love, when a man looks you in your eye and could just kind of look into your soul, that is what he does to Olivia, you guys. Every time I say, I be like, he loved that girl to death. Oh, just the, y'all know I'm a sucker for love. That is the main storyline that's going to run this whole season. The second storyline is going to be this, last year was with the Amanda girl. If you guys go back and watch first season, you'll know what I'm talking about. This season, it looks like it's going to be with this whole mess with Quinn and what Quinn has done in the past. Quinn is one of Olivia's employees who has gotten herself into some trouble, and it looks like this whole season is going to be talking about how Olivia and Quinn have, a past, even though Quinn doesn't really remember it. Thirdly, there's always a mini little story for each episode. Like, for instance, the story last night was about the congressman who got caught having sex in his office. So it's always 3 storylines. When you tune in, you're going to get 3 stories. Okay, so that's one good thing. You got stuff to look forward to. The second season is where it picks up, where Quinn is in court proceedings for, killing somebody, basically. When Olivia hires what we gonna say, professionals who are of the colorful type, okay? People that may have some sort of criminal background but are still professional, still very, very adept at what they do. Olivia hires these type of people. Quinn was one of the people that Olivia had hired, and evidently Olivia knew about her background and hired her on. Quinn gets arrested, and in this opening episode, it looks like Quinn is about to lose her case. It's like all this evidence against her that she's killed this person. Sent a bomb and blew up all these people. And at the last minute, when it looked like they were going to lose the case, Olivia makes a call, and all of a sudden she's acquitted. And it's like a big, big deal. What done happened here that this child then got off the hook? Olivia is very, very powerful. She is basically a crisis manager for the government, for the president's office. She doesn't work for the president anymore, but she used to handle she was like his crisis affairs manager. And come to find out that there's really a person that does this. Actually, the woman that really does it is a black lady, and that woman is also a contributor to the writing staff of this show. Okay? Real interesting story. You guys need to Google that lady. I wish I knew her name. If I find out her name, I'll put it on the screen right here. Olivia's got like high friends and even higher places. She gets the girl off. So it looks like this season we're going to be trying to find out, what does Olivia know about Quinn, and why does Olivia have the power to get her off the hook like that? And then at the end, we see that Olivia and Homeboy were actually the ones who gave this girl Quinn her new identity. This guy that I'm talking about now, he into some for real old criminal shit. This is the one that is fixing to have an accident in the parking lot at McDonald's. Oh, y'all don't nobody. Oh, you gonna hit this car. Anyway, this guy's got like a for real criminal past. Like, I think he used to kill people. He is extra loyal to Olivia. I think he would die for Olivia. Yeah, it's just all this cloak and dagger. Like, I'm thinking about reviewing this show. Y'all, I'm telling you, I'm thinking about reviewing this show because there's so many twists and turns. Like, I feel like I could do a video where we could just sit back and try to figure out what the fuck is gonna be next, because I'm telling you, that shit was good last night. Good feeling when you watch something that's good from beginning to end, and shit happens, you be like, oh shit. What y'all think? I was thinking about reviewing this show along with Revenge, which is what I'm gonna talk about next, real quickly though, because I gotta get off of here. Been on this video forever. Now, Revenge, the first season, again, the second season is about to start on Sunday. Y'all go and try to Hulu the first season of Revenge. It's a whole bunch of episodes. I really want to say it's probably like 19 or 20. But y'all really try to catch up on this. It's another show, scripted show, comes on ABC that you have got to watch. Oh my God, it's so good. You guys, it is good. It is good. But you have to see the first season. You're going to be lost on the second season. So try to get to it. But the basic premise of this show is basically it's about a girl who, back when she was like 7 years old, her and her father's life was ruined because her father worked for a humongous corporation. He was very high up in the company, made tons and tons of money with this company. He was framed for causing an airplane crash and killing hundreds and hundreds of people that was on this plane. He was labeled a terrorist, and he was framed by this corporation that he used to work for. They lived in Martha's Vineyard, and the little girl, as a result that her father was arrested and gone to jail, she didn't have a mother. I'm not sure. I think the mother died or something. No, I don't really remember what happened with the mother. But anyway, it's not really that important. As a result of her not having her father around, her life turned upside down. She's in and out of juvenile hall. She's like a criminal. She's kind of fending for yourself, extra tough, all of this stuff. While she's in juvenile hall, or maybe while she was in prison, maybe I think it was when she was in prison, she meets one of her more pliable inmates, cellmates, and they trade identities. She pays the girl money because, like I said, her father used to be rich. So she pays the girl money and tells the girl that, I'll take care of you if you give me your name, and I give you your name, I give you my name, and I'm going to, always take care of you as long as you stay away. So the girl's like, okay. When she gets out of jail, she meets up with one of her father's like most trustworthy friends, and he has like this box that basically tells her everything that happened, how he was framed, the people that were involved in the framing, and what folks did and what they had and all this stuff. Okay, so she makes it like her dying wish. If it's the last fucking thing she does, she is going to go back and act out her revenge on the people that was responsible for her father's downfall. So with her new identity, all this damn money she got, and all this proof that she knows what happened, she goes back to Martha's Vineyard now as a grown woman, assuming the new life that she has, and she just one by one wipes out these people's lives. It's either financially, literally, figuratively, whatever. She does something to each and every one of the people that did something to contribute to her father going to jail and eventually getting killed in jail. It's a whole lot more, but that is the gist of the big part of the story. But I'm telling you guys, the show is so good, and it starts back on Sunday. I think it comes on at 9 o'clock. I think it took the Desperate Housewives time slot. You guys really try to catch it. That show, Scandal, and Revenge, those are the two scripted shows that I'm thinking about doing videos for, and I don't know if I'm gonna add it to this reality recap video or if I'm gonna do it separately. Like I said, you guys leave your comments below and let me know what you think. If I do it all together, that's fine, but I gotta come up with a whole new name, not no reality recap, because obviously this is not reality. Alright, you guys, so I do feel a little bit better. I'm telling you, I was in such a bad mood earlier today, and that's why I love this channel, because this channel helps me sometimes. Sometimes it makes me get in a better mood when I can just get on here and talk to you guys and not worry about the fucked up shit that I got going on in real life. You guys remember to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. My channel is for itsrox. Everything else I do will be in the bottom bar below. Like I said, you guys really think about what you want me to do. If you guys want me to just kind of do like a whole TV show recap for the week, scripted and reality shows or whatever, I'll do it, because I really do want to add another show. I'm thinking about Roxicology. That's all I'm going to say. I'm thinking about it. Give me a little bit more time. That's it, you guys. I hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.